Welcome to IMSH in the CAE Healthcare booth. My name is Jeff Evans. I lead our sales and our customer service department for CAE Healthcare. CAE Healthcare is a industry leader in regards to healthcare simulation and clinical education. Really excited to have you here in the booth today. We're going to go through a little bit one of our launches here at IMSH. Today we really launch what is Maestro Evolve and the next generation. I think if there's anything that COVID has told us, it's that we have to continue to think about not only a physical environment and healthcare simulation, but also what really the future looks like. And as we continue to evolve, for lack of a better word, Maestro will continue to think about how those two come together to really help support what healthcare simulation can be in the future. So with that, why don't I go ahead and turn and just give you a little bit of a demo here on Maestro Evolve. You can see the overall platform here. We have about 130 different both instructor-directed, as well as learner self-directed classes to be able to go through. If I were to go ahead and click on here, we've got the individual virtual environment that you can then get into an ICU and really take a look at an individual patient. You'll see real body movement, you'll see real anatomical features as individual is actually breathing. And you can go to different areas of the individual virtual room. You've got electronic medical records. As you're doing self-directed learning, the ability to put in things into EHRs and EMRs to be able to see how that changes. You have the physiological patient monitor up here in which, as you actually make changes to the individual virtual simulator, you can actually see those changes as well. You can come up close and start to take a look at the individual itself. So let's go ahead and we'll just take a look at the lungs themselves. And you'll actually get into, actually hearing, either cardiac lung sounds as you get into the individual for different parts of the individual body. And so that's a little bit of the virtual environment. If I were to take you into what an instructor would basically look like, this is the Maestro Platform here. And this gives the individual thousands of different parameters to be able to change for the patient simulator on a regular basis. You can change eye color, you can change sounds, pulse, speech. You can get into all different types of functions as you think about cardiac, respiratory, neuro, and on. To be able to change for an individual learner, to be able to then make changes on a regular basis. And so if I were to go ahead and show you here, our patient right now has about 11 breaths per minute. We're going to put them into apnea and go ahead and click it on so that they actually stop breathing. Over the next couple of seconds, you would see this 11 go down to 0. And what you would do is you would see back here in the actual virtual environment, your patient has actually stopped breathing, and they're starting to actually code at that point in time. What we want to go ahead and do then is, as an individual learner, I can go in and actually provide treatment for that individual. We'll go ahead and ventilate the patient here and with an ETT, in which we go ahead and we start to actually breathe for the individual patient. That arrest comes off, and the learner knows that they've done obviously the right thing and gotten the right feedback for that individual. You can see on individual descriptions and details how that individual is actually reacting to what you've actually done for that individual. So we think this is the future of healthcare in combination with the physical dynamics that you have within healthcare simulation. We believe with physical, getting you ready from a virtual environment is going to be one of the futures of how this all goes to really accelerate a learner's journey. And we really believe that when you take the data from a lot of these different places and really start to think about things differently, as you think about artificial intelligence and otherwise, how much more we can do in this type of environment to accelerate learners' journeys at a lower cost point. This is a first step in that direction. We look forward to having conversations with all of you about the future of healthcare simulation. If you need more information, please go to our website at caehealthcare.com or call your local sales team.